In 1983, President Ronald Reagan issued a proclamation that established May 25th as the National Missing Children's Day. President Reagan encouraged government officials and law enforcement everywhere to do more to protect children, particularly missing and exploited children. This Saturday marks the 36th anniversary of National Missing Children's Day. Since that first observance, we have made tremendous strides in creating safer environments for our children. Today, OJJDP supports the National Center for Missing and Exploited Children, the Internet Crimes Against Children, or ICAC Task Force Network, and the nationwide Amber Alert Training and Technical Assistance Program. The National Center for Missing and Exploited Children was created in 1984 to build a coordinated national response to missing and sexually exploited children. In 2018, the National Center's cyber tip line received and made available to law enforcement more than 18 million reports and notified hosting providers more than 67,000 times regarding child sexual abuse content on their platforms. In 2018, the National Center's Child Victim Identification Program processed more than 4,600 cases from law enforcement and reviewed nearly 39 million files for victim identification purposes. Thanks to the National Center, we have many more tools and resources to respond to child abductions and to bring children home safely. OJJDP created the ICAC program in 1998 to help end cyber threats to children. It has since grown into a national network of 61 coordinated task forces representing more than 4,500 law enforcement and prosecutorial agencies engaged in investigating and criminally prosecuting online child victimization. In fiscal year 18, ICAC task force programs conducted more than 71,000 investigations and over 84,000 forensic examinations. These efforts resulted in the arrests of more than 9,000 individuals. Additionally, the ICAC program trained over 46,000 law enforcement personnel and more than 2,900 prosecutors and upwards of 14,000 other related professionals working in the ICAC field. OJJDP continues to develop and support many other resources for law enforcement and citizens to ensure the safety of our nation's children. In that vein, our office is pleased to announce the release of the Amber Alert Field Guide for law enforcement officers. This guide will help law enforcement personnel become stronger and even more confident contributors to their jurisdiction's Amber Alert programs. Last month, during the Amber Alert Symposium in Arizona, we also released the second edition of the Amber Alert Best Practices Guide. We took input from those on the ground carrying out the day-to-day work of leading, administering, and executing Amber Alerts to provide a what works approach to fostering an environment conducive to recovering missing children. In April of 2018, the President signed into law the Ashland Mike Amber Alert in Indian Country Act to help improve and expand the program throughout Indian Country. Our office continues to make strides towards implementing Amber Alert programs in Indian Country in support of that act. We have finalized a report to Congress on our efforts in Indian Country and will be hosting an Amber Alert in Indian Country symposium on July 30th and August 1st in Albuquerque, New Mexico. The symposium is an opportunity for representatives from tribal communities to meet with OJJDP, other federal and state officials, and other stakeholders to exchange information and share best practices about implementing Amber Alert plans within tribal communities. All of the efforts OJJDP has supported in the area of child protection are highlighted in our 2018 annual report, which I am thrilled to announce will be released very soon. The report describes more than $104 million in awards our office made in 2018 to protect children and enhance public safety. Despite the progress we've made, we're here today remembering those sons and daughters, brothers and sisters who have not come home and for whom the search will never end. Anyone at any time can make the difference in the safe recovery of a missing and exploited child. Today, we have gathered to recognize law enforcement officers and citizens who, through determination, quick thinking, decisive and collaborative actions, made the difference in the lives of children in peril.